Home business of electronics PCB components assembly. In this video, we will discuss the various aspects of starting and operating a home business of electronics PCB components assembly. What is PCB components assembly? PCB components assembly, also known as printed circuit board assembly, is the process of attaching electronic components to a printed circuit board, PCB. This is done by soldering the components to the board and then testing the circuit to make sure it is working properly. The components can be anything from resistors and capacitors to integrated circuits and even microcontrollers. Benefits of starting a home business of electronics PCB components assembly. There are many benefits to starting a home business of electronics PCB components assembly. First and foremost, it is a great way to make money from the comfort of your own home. You can set your own hours and prices, and you can work from anywhere as long as you have access to a computer and the necessary tools. In addition to being able to work from home, a home business of electronics PCB components assembly also offers the potential for higher profits than other home businesses. You can charge per hour or per project, and the more experience you have, the more you can charge. Finally, a home business of electronics PCB components assembly offers the potential to work with interesting and complex projects. You can work on prototypes for new products or build custom boards for clients. This can be very rewarding work, and there is no limit to the types of projects you can work on. Key steps to thriving with a home business of electronics PCB components assembly. Starting and running a successful home business of electronics PCB components assembly requires taking certain key steps. The first step is to become knowledgeable and proficient in the basics of electronics PCB components assembly. This includes learning the tools and techniques required, understanding how components are attached to the board, and being able to read and interpret schematic diagrams. Essential equipment for electronics PCB components assembly. In order to build and assemble electronics PCB components, you will need certain essential equipment. This includes a soldering iron, tweezers, magnifying glasses, and various other tools. It is important to invest in quality tools, as this will make it easier to work on the boards and ensure that they are working correctly. Pre-installation and post-installation tests for electronics PCB components assembly. Before you install any components on a board, it is important to run a few pre-installation tests. This includes checking the board for any physical defects or damage, testing the components to make sure they are working properly, and verifying the connections. Common challenges and solutions for electronics PCB components assembly. Like any home business, starting and running a home business of electronics PCB components assembly can present some challenges. One of the biggest challenges is finding and securing clients. This can be difficult, as many people are not aware of the services you offer. Another common challenge is ensuring that the boards are assembled correctly and that they are of the highest quality. This requires a great deal of skill and attention to detail, and it can be easy to make mistakes. The best way to overcome these challenges is to have a good understanding of the basics of electronics PCB components assembly, invest in quality tools and materials, and focus on providing the highest quality work possible. This will help to ensure that you are successful and that your clients are satisfied. Resources for learning electronics PCB components assembly. If you are interested in starting a home business of electronics PCB components assembly, there are many resources available to help you learn the necessary skills. You can find online courses, books, and tutorials that will teach you the basics. Tips for succeeding with a home business of electronics PCB components assembly. Starting and running a successful home business of electronics PCB components assembly requires dedication and a commitment to quality. Here are some tips to help you succeed. Understand the basics of electronics PCB components assembly. Invest in quality tools and materials. Focus on providing the highest quality work. Stay organized and keep accurate records of your work. Take the time to research potential clients and projects. Communicate clearly and promptly with clients. Make sure to test the boards before and after installation. Following these tips will help to ensure that you are successful with your home business of electronics PCB components assembly. How to market your home business of electronics PCB components assembly. Once you have the skills and the tools, it is time to start marketing your business. The best way to do this is to create a website and social media accounts for your business. You should also reach out to potential clients and let them know about your services. This can be done through direct emails, online forums, and even word of mouth. You can also look for job postings online and offer your services. Finally, you should consider attending trade shows and conferences related to electronics PCB components assembly. This will give you the opportunity to network with other professionals and to showcase your work. Conclusion: if you are looking for an opportunity to work from home and make money, then starting a home business of electronics PCB components assembly may be the perfect opportunity for you. With the right skills, tools, and dedication, you can be successful and reap the rewards of running your own business. Visit our website, WinNowPCBA.